And we're getting back on the road. As you can see, the back of the van is slightly full because not only are we heading to racing today, tomorrow and the next day, but we're also setting up a little bit, what would you got, a tent, a stall.
Bit of a booth. Yeah,
a booth for the Volair / Yam Squad tent. So hopefully, if you're there, you can come and say hello to me in between racing and in between staying out of the sun. Also, can say hi to Anthony and the whole crew. But we've got a couple of things to do before we officially leave. Got some little bits of business, some signs to make for the booth / stall / tent.
/DHL.
We need to also go to DHL to pick up officially the Yam Squad Volair all-in-ones. And we've made it into Volair headquarters to do a little bit of that business, get some signs made for the booth, and then we head off to DHL. So helping just now with some packing of some all-in-ones. So not just Yam Squad all-in-ones being sold at the regatta. We've got some of the Volair all-in-ones. So we've got a medium, nice blue here with a little accent of the brand. And just exciting to be able to be part of something outside of rowing, but also having the opportunity to be able to try and go as fast as I can in the rowing boat. Isn't that right, Anthony?
It's always right. You're right. Always.
Just packing up some of the women's all-in-ones, a lovely blue check here, and it's interesting because the women's fits, and this isn't coming from me, it's coming from like my girlfriend has worn one now, and the people that I've spoken to, the women that I've spoken to wearing these, the women's fit is really, really good, and that's basically because the owner has a daughter and spent loads of time working with her to make sure that she had a really comfortable all-in-one. So I think that's pretty cool. So a brand, working with a brand that has really good women's fits as well as men's fits. Anthony and I met in Henley like 5 years ago or something like that. And then we've just been chatting ever since, back and forward. And at that time we was just kind of beginning the process of making all-in-ones and different rowing related things. As you can see here, this is all like a lot of triathlon kind of stuff. But one of the items, which I'm excited to get a new one of, is the bags like these. Because I've had that pretty much since we first met 5 years ago or so. So even though the bag is doing really well in those 5 years, there's a couple of nice additions to the new ones, including getting to put on these custom badges. And we've got a special badge for members of the Yam Squad, which I'll show you in a second. So these are the badges that were made custom in only, I think, 4 days we made them, or at least Anthony made them. And they go right on the bag, which I'll show you, because I can't show you now, because we've got some food, because remember, food is fuel, and as well, got to stay hydrated. So starting off the hydration journey today with some freshly pressed apple juice. Absolutely delightful. So we have some Queensland all-in-ones, but what we're here for the main event, Yam Squad all-in-ones. We've got this sort of a Y on the front, and then it'll have Yam Squad on the back. And then a more plain navy all-in-one with a slightly different logo that I'll be showing you when I get them out of the packet. This is more of the training all-in-one. This is more of the racing all-in-one. But excited to make both of these and see what you guys think. And we've made it to Wyerlong Dam here in Australia. But like, I'm not sure if you heard there, this is where they are planning to have the Brisbane rowing section of the Olympics in 2032. So this will be interesting to get out in the water that could potentially be part of the Olympics, just like Dorney Lake was part of the Olympics in 2012. So I can add that to a box ticking place that I've been to in the world rowing.
2,000 metres start.
So that's the start line. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. And then obviously 2,000 meters on a lake that is, well, no stream.
No stream.
No
It's
stream.
a dam.
It's a dam, so no stream. Already got some rowers out there.
Under 19s.
Some people, oh, so there's right now the under 19s are doing their time trial, so good luck to them if you're, oh, there's loads of them. Good luck! So hopefully they have a fantastic time. But right now it is 34.5 degrees Celsius. So currently in the car it's 19 or less. So slightly hotter outside, and for me it's very, very hot, so I need to try and not come up with strategies, use strategies to stay cool. So it could be not just for the race itself, but also for the racing in the next couple of days. So that's for future Yam Squad to look forward to see how we get on with that. For me, it is roughly 3 hours till the first race in the single. So we're going to get the boat, we're going to do a little bit of organising, going to make sure we're nice and relaxed, fueled up, because remember food is fuel. Then we're going to head out onto the water for the first race of the year in the single.
And there's a spare seat. That other side.
And right now, Anthony and Sam and team are putting together the booth slash stand slash tent here. So we've got some shade, but it is really hot. So Anthony said, better, instead of getting super sweaty, now putting in extra effort, he's saying I should stay in the car with the air conditioning, which I feel pretty bad because there's a lot of work there to do, and I would be very helpful. But appreciate it, Anthony, letting me just chill out before my racing. And also there's some ice baths there, so maybe I might be able to get in that post racing, but I'm not sure about that, especially if you've got tens of athletes using the same water. Not sure about that one, but they're setting up the booth, having a good time in the air conditioning, relaxing. Not long, well yeah, still 3 hours plus to go till we race. And we're outside now, out of the cool van. Racing's been delayed a little bit and is absolutely roasting. But here at the tent slash booth slash tent slash stall, we have the lovely Yam Squad all-in-ones. Let me know in the comments what you think, and as well, we have a bunch of other all-in-ones as well. So, I don't know when this video will go live, but if it's live before the championships end, you know where to come. Just buy the bow numbers, come and say hi. All I've done is rigged up the boat, and I'm already dripping with sweat. That's nice. Cold.
What do you think the temperature is, Ken?
65 degrees?
So, so essentially the 2K has turned into a Bear Grylls survival of the fittest.
Yo.
Show me how tall are you? No.
Just at 8. We got qualified. Best luck, Cam.
Very hot out here, but there's a little bit of a breeze, so not as hot as it could feel, but very much soupy. So really making sure I have to keep the breathing going, and going back to the thoughts of the 5k or what I didn't do there, is just keeping it relatively light and not necessarily putting too much force per stroke onto the body, just being as efficient as I can, doing what I've been practicing and enjoying the opportunity being out here on a potential Olympic course.
Yeah, I've been sure. Alright, Cam, these are yours here. I'm not breaking my ankle. I may be done with the skull, I'm not breaking my ankle. Hey, still got a quad to do, so
And we have the winner of the heat, or the third heat for the championship skills. Not me, Big Dog Jacko. I was in third place. I don't know how the footage looked because my remote control for the GoPro decided not to work, and it only lasts so long in this heat. But now it's time to rig up the pair for tomorrow, because that's the first race tomorrow morning. Yep. But overall, really good day. The race itself for me, that's probably the hottest I've ever raced in. So hopefully it doesn't get any hotter, but you could really feel the heat. It's like a, obviously you're trying really hard, and at the K or the 1250 or wherever, it's like, oh, this is tough. I really need to dig in to keep pushing, but that's like the fatigue from effort, whereas the fatigue from heat adds on top of that. So it's almost like more like trying to breathe, makes it more difficult. Maybe that makes sense, I'm not sure. But the race, on top of that, felt like I had a reasonable start, not my fastest by any means, but relatively clean, and then was in the pack-ish, not the fastest, and then kind of just stayed in my rhythm, went through a few guys, had an eye on Big Dog Jacko, and then another person on my right, and then at roughly the 750 or K or so, I was like, well, again, into that sort of effort plus the heat, I could definitely hold this pace, but I'm gonna have to go into the pain cave to be able to hold said pace. And to do that 5 times this weekend would have been quite the effort. So I didn't do that, especially because today was just a heat and not a final. So top 3 through, and then we go to the final on Sunday morning, before the 8s final. And so it gives us a little bit of time now to go into the pair final tomorrow, where if I do have that feeling, because it's a final, it doesn't matter, I have to get to the finish line with Big Dog Jacko as fast as possible. So that will be it for day 1 of the Queensland State Champs regatta. A little bit of variation today, even though it was racing, had a little bit of business to attend to this morning. So again, let me know in the comments below what you think of the new designs and anything else you liked or disliked in the video. And as always, if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and Big Dog Jacko and I will see you tomorrow. Oh yeah! And now Big Dog Jacko has his vehicle stuck, so we're away to help him.
About 4 grand and just absolutely open it. 3, 2, 1, bang it!
Yay! Alright, I've learned my lesson, boys. Thank you, boys. Much appreciated. And the big dogs at TSS helping Big Dog Jackson get out.